This instructional video is the second part of the work problem, the format in which we solve rational equations. We had a lot of fun with the first set of word problems, so here comes the second one, which is going to be even more sillier. The story is, Edwin can eat a whole large pizza. How many? One whole large pizza. How long? In 40 minutes. This young man can eat. Now check this out. Augustus can eat 2 whole large pizzas. How long does it take him? In 1 hour. So the question is, if they were to eat 4 pizzas together, how long would it take before they go to an emergency room? So remember, the last time we had a setup was the top number of a quotient was always the work, and the bottom was always the time. Now if you follow this format, that way we're going to set this up. Edwin can eat 1 whole large pizza, 1 pizza right here, and it's going to take him 40 minutes. Augustus can eat 2 whole pizzas. Don't be concerned that they're 2 different numerators. What we want to be consistent is the work. And how long will it take him is 1 hour, but we want to keep a consistent unit measurement, so if it's 40 minutes for Edwin, you will want to say 1 hour is 60 minutes. And the question is then, if they were to eat together, how many? And that is going to be 4 whole pizzas. How long will it take before they have to go to the emergency room? So there's a setup. Of course, if you notice right away, some numbers can be simplified. But to keep things just plainly flowing, I'll just leave it the way it is. So, keeping this intact, let me rewrite the setup here. The equation is 1 over 40 plus 2 over 60 is equal to 4 over x. Step 1, on the first part of the video, I said parentheses. Step 2, identify all the denominators and list them as coefficients. Step 3, do the distributive property. So this time when I do the first quotient, 40 cancels this 40, leaving me with just 60 times x times 1, which will give you 60x. Take the entire coefficient factors and multiply to the second quotient, 60 cancels. Now here's the tricky part. That would leave me 40 times x times the 2, which will give me 80x. And finally, when I take the entire coefficient factors, multiply to the third fraction, the x is canceled out. Now I could do this in my head. 40 times 60 is 2400 times 4, and that's going to be what, 5600 or something like that? But I want to check it with my calculator. Work smart, not hard. So 40 times 60 times the 4. Thank you. 9600. There it is. So now anytime you do a distributive property, what follows is combine the like term. 60 and 80x's, they become 140x is equal to 9600. Solve for x by dividing the coefficient 140 to both sides of the equation. So x becomes, well, let's use the base 10 rule. I could get rid of each of the zeros here to make my life easier. I could take a guess, but once again, I'm going to use my trusty calculator. 960 this time, divided by 14. Please, please. Oh gosh, it's going to give me a real number of 68.5714 blah blah blah. So let's just round it up to 57. Now we're talking about minutes. Remember, we converted all the time into minutes. So this is actually 68 minutes, which will be 1 hour and 8 minutes. And though that's not a 57 seconds, remember what I said before, change that into chronological number by multiplying it to 60. In this instance, it's going to be seconds. So 0.57 times 60, and that will give me 34.2 seconds. So round it up to just 34. Okay, so Edwin and Augustus can eat 4 whole pizzas in 68 minutes and 34 seconds until they blow up and they have to go to the hospital. Enjoy. So, if you like, now you could try even more hilarious. Second part, speaking of pizza, Henrietta can prepare a pizza to be baked in 20 minutes. Thurman can prepare 3 pizzas in 25 minutes. How much time will a repairman have to fix a broken pizza oven before Henrietta and Thurman finish preparing 10 pizzas? This is getting wackier, I know. Why don't you try that one? Okay, so here we go. Continuing with the pizza. Henrietta can prepare a pizza. That's 1 pizza. Okay, in 20 minutes before it's put into the oven. Thurman can prepare 3 pizzas in 25 minutes. So the question is, together, how long will it take? Where I guess the repairman have to fix the broken pizza oven. By then, hopefully he'll be done. And they're trying to make 10 pizzas. How long would they take? So there's a setup. So once again, the question is, step 1, parentheses. Step 2, list all the denominators as a coefficient factors. Step 3, distributive property, starting with the one on the left first. Because when you do that, we will have 20 canceling out the 20 here, which will leave us with 25x times 1. If you do it as a second quotient, 25 cancels that 25. But this time leaving you with 20 times x times 3. And that's going to give you plus 60x. And do that to the third quotient, and then the x will cancel out. So 10 times 20 is 200. 200 times 25, what is that? 5,000? I want to verify that one. So here we go. So 10 times 20 times 25, that gives me 5,000. There it is. Okay? 5,000. Now, after the distributive property, we combine the like terms. 25x and 60x become 85x, and that equals 5,000. We're going to solve for x by dividing the coefficient 85 to both sides of the equation. And then 5,000 divided by 85, the answer divided by 85, that gives me 58.8235, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to round it up to 58 minutes, 0.82. Now this one, I can change that into seconds by taking that 0.82 times 60, and 0.82 times 60 tells me it's going to be 49.2 seconds. So we're going to round it up to simply x is equal to 58 minutes and 49 seconds. That is what I call precision. Hey, how long do I have? Where I'm going to get kicked out, where you need the oven. Sir, you will have 58 minutes and 49 seconds. Live long and prosper. There it is.